My name is Roger Esteban, Legislative Executive Assistant, working at the Office of the Vice Mayor of Municipality of Calintan Occidental, Mindoro. In my hand today is a piece of paper composed of two sets of questions, in fact 11 questions all in all, regarding bidding. I think we are going to discuss this one in the perspective of the government utilizing and using Republic Act 9184 or the Procurement Act of the Philippines. Number one question here is asking what are the various projects being bidded in the local government. As far as I could remember, projects being bidded in the municipality of Calintan mostly are infrastructure projects, meaning roads, bridges, and buildings. And the bidding process is being participated by various contractors as per advertisement posted on different conspicuous places, and as well as posted at the field jets. Unfortunately, the projects are not huge enough to attract foreign bidders. As far as I know, the highest cost bidded in the locality was in the fashion of 4 million to more than 5 million pesos. And the bidding process being asked here is how long did a bidding usually take? I must respond in this manner. The time of bidding, project being bidded, and each bidded project has its own reglementary scheme. But projects being bidded in the municipality here sometimes just take 10 days to a maximum of 15 days. And the biggest disappointments, although I'm not a member of the Bids and Awards Committee, Bids and Awards, but as per provision of Republic Act 9184, the bidding must be participated by different contractors or bidders. As much as possible, it must not be one, but more than two or more. Unfortunately, the bidding process being done in the municipality sometimes or oftentimes are being participated by only 1 to 2 bidders. Maybe the reason for this is that some of the bidders who applied for bidding are not qualified or were not able to provide necessary requirements prior to acceptance to bidding. Well, question number 7 is why did you choose to bid your products instead of selling it directly to company people? Again, Republic Act 9184 oblige local government units to bid all their projects to companies or to contractors, more so if the project is already at the amount of 200,000 or more. But there are also instances wherein the bidding process is being done with lower amounts, and the local government is resorting to what we call the institutional sale, something like that, and other manners of procurement process. Set questions number 2 supposedly is to be answered by an engineer. Well, question number 1 here is asking what happens to a contract if there is no mutual consent. I think I consulted some of the resources to answer this particular questions, asking as to contract or what happened to a contract if there is no mutual consent. The question, of course, if there is no mutual consent, the contract is null and void. Void ab initio. What do we mean by that? Right from the very beginning, the contract is not binding because there is no mutual consent. Parties are free to walk away without any obligation to each other, without any payment of pecuniary encumbrances. The question also cited here is asking for the difference between an agreement and contract. Agreement can be made between two parties and it can be opinionated in the sense that the agreement has no witnesses, notary is not done, just a mere agreement between two persons. Say for example, the balloon is orange and the listener said yes, the color is orange. That is agreement, opinionated agreement. While contract is a legal instrument wherein it is witnessed by witnesses being notarized. However, there are instances that an agreement is also a contract. We must be, lest we forgot that an agreement and contract are synonymous. There is what we call the memorandum of agreement. This becomes legal instrument when it is witnessed and notarized. Let us remember that both the contract and the agreement have common elements. As far as I know and I can remember, both have obligations of parties. It specifies the things to be done by party 1 and the things to be done by party 2, and so on and so forth. There is also a specific time of performance or the duration of performance. Also, they are common in terms of age. contracting parties, agreeing parties are of legal age. Minors cannot enter into an agreement, neither to enter into a contract. The following question is, what would we do if the principal employer is responsible for breach of contract? What damages can be claimed? Well, normally, if there is a breach of contract done by the principal employer, of course you are going to sue the employer and file a demand in the proper court. Some of the damages that can be claimed are moral damages, the exemplary damages, and of course the attorney's fees and other expenses in the litigation process. Question number 4 is about revocation of acceptance. When there is acceptance, meaning there is also a goods being delivered, but there are instances wherein goods being delivered are rejected or not accepted. Why? Because of the principle of non-conformity. Non-conformity may be illustrated as, I am ordering a ball, but you delivered me a ball pen. That is non-conformity. Or I ordered a basketball, but you delivered a volleyball. That is non-conformity. Meaning, you can revoke acceptance because of non-conformity due to non-abiding of specifications being stated or cited. And second is reason that we can revoke acceptance is reasonable time or the time of delivery. Maybe we can illustrate this one. Shall we say we ordered food for this day, but the restaurant delivered only will deliver this only, or had delivered the food yesterday or tomorrow, then you can revoke acceptance. What happens where both the parties to contract are under mistake as to matter of fact essential to the agreement? The questions reveals two mistaken parties, shall we say party A and party B, as to matter of fact essential to the agreement. And what do we mean by that? The Wikipedia gave a brief explanation on this matter of fact essential to agreement. It stated, where both the parties enter into an agreement are under a mistake as to a matter of fact essential to the agreement is void. It also gave an explanation such as an erroneous opinion as to the value of the thing which forms the subject matter is not to deem a mistake as to a matter of fact. Maybe we could give a brief illustration on this. Shall we say a cow is sold by party A? Illustration for matter of fact essential to agreement. Illustration A, shall we say party A sold a cow to party B for being infertile at 800 pesos. But actually, the cow sold was pregnant and it worth 1,600 pesos. It makes the contract void. What is the matter of fact essential in the agreement? The cow was pregnant and it worth more than 800 pesos. Second illustration here is suppose a stone was found on the road and sold as topaz for $25. But actually, this stone was a diamond that can be sold at $17,000. The contract is not voidable or is not void. Why? There is no mistake here because neither the contracting parties knew what the stone was. So it's very, very clear, no mistake, because neither party knew what the stone was. Next question, please. Question number 6. Question number 6 is all about security deposit, secured advance, and mobilization advance. I think we are going to briefly discuss this one by one. See. Okay. Security deposit is an advance payment. It serves to protect in case there is breach of contract or violates the terms of agreement. It may be used to cover damages. That is according to Wikipedia, I think, or subscribe. Wikipedia stated that security deposit is a sum of money held in trust either as initial payment in a purchasing process. This is often used to prevent the seller selling an item to someone else during an agreed period of time while the buyer verifies the suitability of the item or arranges finances. This is also known as an earnest payment. Second is, what is secured advance? Secured advance is an entitlement received by the contractor from the buyer or from the employer, but not yet incorporated in the permanent works. Secured advance can be done provided the following provisions are met. Letter A, that materials are in accordance with specifications for permanent works. Letter B, such materials have been delivered to the site and are properly stored and protected against damage or deterioration to the satisfaction of the engineer, but at the risk and cost of the contractor. C, the contractor's records of materials, orders, receipts, and use of materials are kept in a form approved by the engineer, and such records shall be available for inspection. The contractor shall submit with his monthly statement estimated value of the materials on site together with such documents as may be required for the purpose of valuation of materials and providing evidence of ownership and payment thereafter. Another provision wherein secured advance can be effected, letter E, ownership of such materials shall be deemed to vest in the employer, and this material shall not be removed from the site or otherwise disposed of without written permission of the employer. F, the sum payable for such materials on site shall not exceed 75% of number 1, landed cost, and number 2, shall not exceed factory price of locally manufactured materials, or it must not exceed the market price of other materials. In G, the recovery of secured advance paid to the contractor under the above provisions shall not be effected from the monthly payments on actual consumption basis. Now, what do we mean by mobilization advance? In every construction project, there is an activation of a contractor's equipments and manpower for transfer to a construction site until the completion of the contract. In civil construction projects, mobilization advance is given to contractor, normally 15% of the contracted value. However, the prerequisite in giving mobilization advance is the contractor must provide guarantee, bank or insurance guarantee equal to the amount being issued to the contractor. Mobilization advance is deducted from the monthly bill of the contractor in equal installments covering the project period. On completion of recovery, the guarantee provided by the contractor is released.
Shake for a shake, I'm throwing these Emirates in the sky, spinning this asa, llama, lake 'em, piece the M-O-N-E-Y. I love my beaches, south beaches, surfboard and high tide. I can just roll up, cause I'm swole up, so that birthday cake get the Cobra. Bugatti for real, I'm Cobra, the autobiography rover. Got the key to my city, it's over. No thoughts, only in the color covers. I said rackets, wretches, hold up.
I said rackets, wretches, hold up.
I know you came here to see.